Good evening, everybody. RVDebs here. It is Wednesday, live stream, and I'm here. I hope you're coming. I will give you a minute to come on in, grab something to drink, maybe a little something to eat. Let's talk about things. I am a senior and living on Social Security, basically, and very little off of YouTube, but it does help. I live in South Texas, for those of you who are joining for the first time. I'm in an RV park, and I am a work camper 2 days a week in return for my lot rent and electric. That's the deal. So I'm glad I have that. I'm very grateful. How's everybody tonight? Anybody want to say hello? At least start the thing. Let's get this thing rolling. Anyway, yeah. So I am living on my own with my dog. Butterbean Head, hey, good evening. It's so good to see you. Hi, Mary. Hi, Callie Cat. Hi, Martha. I knew you'd all be here eventually. Hi, Molly. Just kind of giving a background on myself a little bit because people do find me and they're like, who is she? Hi, Tart. So while we gather, I need some gloss. Hi, Lynn. Much better. I can't handle my lips plain, and they always have to be glossy and it's better. I don't know. It's one of my things. Lipstick. So anyway, hello, Mr. UK. How's life in the UK? Everything okay? Mel, I'm so glad to see you all gathering around. I thought I would try a topic. Hi, Marilyn. Good to see you. Welcome. How's everything? Everybody okay? You're recovering from a heart attack. Oh my God. Thank God you're recovering. When did you have that? Wow, I'm so sorry. I know that's tough. I'm scared of that, believe me. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Dee Dee. It's fire. Wow, so you're recovering, which is a great thing. 83 with a mountain breeze for you, Kat. Yeah. It was about 100 degrees here today. Kathy and Mark, where they live in West Texas, it was like 105 or something. So I don't go out too much. I did go out. I took Lily out. 101 in East Texas. Yeah, it's hot. It's just a hot summer day. Saturday, I was lucky 1 hour turnaround from ambulance to surgery. So it just happened Saturday. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you were able to get help right away. That's the thing. You were lucky. 1 hour turnaround from ambulance to surgery. Did you have blockage? Is that what they fixed? Well, I'm glad you're here with us. Take it easy. Now you're going to be extra grateful for every day. That's the thing, is I'm so grateful that I'm able to take care of myself, Well, some of us will probably watch that. Well, I have something to do after this, so I won't, go there tonight. Let's talk about a little bit of what I said is, how do you deal with fear? How do you deal with fear when you get older? Hi, Lucky Rose. Come on in. Yeah, heart attacks are funny, are weird, and they're different with women than men. Marilyn said, I got a laser treatment in one eye yesterday. Doctor said no cataract surgery needed. Good. But I had another problem that I had to be addressed. Other eye in 2 weeks. He does one at a time. Well, I'm glad that you got through the first one, and it probably no pain at all. They know how to do it. That's great, Marilyn. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I had my last um, laser surgery. It's not a surgery. It's like a procedure. Yeah. I get completely off sometimes when I start reading, and I have my mind on something, and then I lose both. I'm glad no pain. Yeah, my eyes. I have not felt one bit better. I haven't seen better. It's not any clearer. I'm still a little bit blurry. I think something else is going on, which is scary. I didn't have any uncomfort at all. The cataract surgery part was the easiest. But since I've had my cataracts out, I still can't, I see differently. I mean, like cataracts are great to get away because everything gets brighter and clearer, and you can see it's like somebody took a shade of gray and tore it away, and then there's real color. But my eyes after cataract surgery um, definitely changed because I wore glasses before. They aren't working for me, and then these are new ones. They're really not working for me either. So next week, yeah, I was hoping too that it would be, oh yeah, that's all I needed. Hi, Lapidus, welcome. Yeah, so next week I'm going to go see the optometrist, and they're going to check my eyesight for new glasses if I need them, which I think I do. And I what I'm seeing, it's not all the time, but if I'm tired and I'm trying to read online, there's a little halo below each word that mimics it, almost like a mirror. It's not the whole word, but it's definitely a good half of that word that I'm seeing like a halo, or I don't know how you call it, more like a little mirror underneath it. It's weird. Hi Denise. Hi Sally. Hi JIR. Yeah, so my eyes have not gotten really better, and I really wanted it to because I went through the laser. I don't know if you guys do this, but I get on YouTube, and if I'm gonna go through something, I look it up, and there's always doctors telling you exactly what you needed, what it's going to be like, how all this stuff, and the procedure was very like they explained it. It was easy, but nothing's really gotten better. You know, if anything, things are extra bright. Well, I definitely will need reading glasses. That's the problem is the close up. It's just not good. Far enough away, I don't have the double vision. I think I see pretty good far, fairly good, but close up, and that's where I really need to see. Hi, Dana. Hi, Alfonso. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. I really didn't. It did not turn out fantastic. It didn't hurt, which I'm grateful. Jim should be here. I don't know if he's in the chat watching, but slowly he's getting. I really don't know if I guess he's getting better. He's still not there, and his sister's here, which is nice. She's a lovely lady, Janet. Hi, Janet. Um, so at least he's got her here helping him, and I hope he gets recovering. I do. When you get older, this is why my topic is on fear. Okay. I'm sorry, Dana. I've had sciatica. Yeah. Sometimes you need to have like a massage deep into it to loosen up the knot that makes the muscle, the nerve pinch. Hi, Liz. So I don't know. I think Jim's better than he was last week. You know what I mean? But he's in a wheelchair, and he needs to get out of it and walk. You know what I mean? Hi, JJ. So when Jim went through all this and he basically called 911, he had his whole life just taken right to the hospital, couldn't get out. The way he explained it, he couldn't even get answers from doctors. He didn't know anybody, the doctors. And he wound up, all about insurance. That's why he came home early. And that's a lot of fear, that I start to fear those feelings like, wow, I'm afraid to call 911 because I have a dog. I can't just leave her and then they don't let me out because I'm sick or whatever. And it's just fear. I know that it would work out, in my logic, I do know that things work out. And they usually work out. But my gosh, you can really let fear get a hold of you. I'm sorry, Dana. That happens as we get older, man. I'm sure. A lot of that back problems. Yeah. So Mel, you can relate, and Butterbean, yes, yeah. I mean, it's like I don't want to call 911 ever because they will take you to the hospital, and whatever's your house, this is how it's left, with the dog. Now, I know I have Beth here, and if Jim is in good shape, he would take her in a heartbeat, but he can't. But I just, it gets in my brain. It becomes a fear of what happens when I can't take care of myself. I don't have a child that's going to come and say, come on, mom, I'm going to move you in with us. I don't have that. And that is kind of a worry, a regret that I wish I did have kids. Can't change it, and um, I did what was right for me in my life. I always loved having my dad, and I didn't want to have a kid out of wedlock. So, it just didn't work out that way. But, you know, Mel, I relate to that. I do relate. And we're, you get older, you're afraid to call for help because then you're taken out of your home. And now you're at the beck and call, you're at the mercy of the medical field, which is screwed up to the point where I just don't trust the medical field. They overdose older people. Kathy's mom, Mary, some of you know who that is. She's turning 95 this year, and she's been recently having problems, and she was over medicated, and that finally the doctors started lowering her doses. She, it's really scary. JJ, you got some fear like that too. That would be good organization startup, feeding and walking pets that have their family. Yeah, right, Butter. But that's a lovely dream, but I don't think that's too easy to do. First of all, you're coming into people's homes. You know what I mean? And you have to have insurance. Red tape. Yeah, it's just the whole thing. The whole thing, even though I try to preach not to worry because worry is like a rocking chair, lots of motion. You don't get anywhere. And when you really do think about all the fears that can happen before they happen, you're kind of like living it when you don't have to. But then again, in reality, I am getting older and I do need to make a plan of some sort. Am I in the right place? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. When you don't have children and you're in your 70s, you don't have a lot of connections. I have some good friends, but they're not right here. So, anyway, that's one of my fears. And I've been having a little bit of an ankle swell on my right ankle. And it's better today. Like I'm, thank God, really. because that got me thinking, well, what if I do have a blockage, and they check you out and they say, well, you're going to have to go in for, whatever you call it, like a stint or whatever it is. I got this little sweet Lily who is very spoiled and pampered by me. Am I telling your story? I think I'm telling a lot of people's story. Our country has no setup for people that don't have anyone, and if you're stuck in a terrible place, how are you going to get yourself out of it? Oh, Butterbean, I can relate to that, babe. Marilyn, some YouTuber I watch lives in an RV with a pet. Don't remember who, but they have a card in their wallet that says they have a pet in the RV. Well, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, that's a really good thing to do. I mean, here Beth has a key to my place. I know it's not as desperately horrible as I am making it out, because fear is one of those things. Um, okay, another fear. I'll give you my fears. One of my fears, and a lot of you already know that have followed me for the last 8 years, that I have a fear of bloody noses, because as a kid I got lots of bloody noses, and even as an adult, I had one a couple of years ago. I get my nose cauterized, and I'm freaked out, and it's very hard on me. I've actually had to talk to a professional counselor because I have such a fear, and it's still there today. I have the fear, and I have Kleenex, and I worry. Now my leg swells up, and they're going to take me in, and what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to put me on blood thinners. Well, I don't. I refuse to be on a blood thinner. I will not. And when you're out of control, you don't even know what they're giving you. You know, um, my dad had a major stroke, and he was on blood thinners, and he bled out. He was on blood thinners so that he wouldn't have a stroke, but he had a stroke, and he bled out. Those fears. And my dad also had macular degeneration. So at the end of his life, and he lived to 78, he couldn't really read his paper, and that was one of his joys of life. So I have seen, what it's like. Um, and it's not really fun. What can we do? I guess you have to try to make a plan. Um, I don't know. Yeah, and well, most of our fears are reasonable, because when you're thinking about what could happen if, especially in today's, there's nobody taking care of older people. It does not happen anymore. What happens, I don't know. I don't want to know, you know? So that's my fears. Hi, Judy. And I'm sure we all can relate to some sort of fear about falling. I have a fear of falling. I'm very careful, but I have neuropathy. My feet feel kind of weird, a lot of times. I am not walking like I used to walk. It's it's not easy, and I know that you have to keep walking. You have to keep pushing yourself. And I do as much as I can do. Maybe I should do more. I'm I'm reading Butterbeans in case you don't see the chat. And she said some years back I worked with a lady, and she was healthy and fine working in a hospital. Hello, Taz's mom. She slid on some food on the floor and was in a coma for 4 days. Terrible. And it can happen. And Mel says right now it's too hot to walk. It is. I go to Walmart and I do the up and down each. I walk, but to get out, and I just walked Lily, and I can't walk far with her. Yeah, we're supposed to keep our blood flowing and walking and moving and using all our parts. But I have to say, I sit way more than I should. You know, dolls and pugs, how you doing, sweetie? I have fears too. I was a hospice nurse. I saw my dad and many patients die horrible death from COPD that I have. I too have. Oh, so you know, and you know the reality because you've seen it. I've seen it too. I've seen stuff like that. Marilyn said, I have a fear of falling too. Some days I'm not so steady, especially on uneven surfaces. My daughter insists that I stay out of the basement because she's afraid. Of course. Yeah, I wouldn't go in the basement without anybody home. You're in a very small space. I am in a small space. This is pretty good because I can pretty much feel my way. But I have 2 steps to get up to my bedroom, and they're steep. Even Lily now, I see that she's having a little more of a struggle. She used to pop up the steps. We're both getting old, and it's like if I've sat all evening and watched TV or been online, I go to bed and I have to hoist myself up the stairs. So I'm living in. I got stairs to come up, as I get older. And JJ's, that's a good thing to remind all of us is that what we have is today. So I don't let fear normally rule me or anything, but I have lately with Jim going in the hospital and then being out of control. He didn't have any control over he had no wallet. I mean, he was like, everything took care of itself eventually. Hi, Justin. Hi, Brenda. Nice to see you. Welcome. The retired geriatric nurse they remove you from your home. You fill you with meds, and heaven help you if you don't have an advocate. Oh, that's the scary part. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Hi, nice to see you. I'm just trying to catch up because I don't want to not read. Dolls and pugs. I just moved and broke a vertebrae in my back. Finally given a narcotic, but boy, the pain. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh. Yeah. And when you do need a medication, you can't get it. But they like to keep you on blood pressure and water pills. And when you get older, you may not need all that stuff. Oh, hello, Marilyn Townsend. Welcome. I'm in Lake Jackson, an hour south of Houston. I'll be 80 in December, doing pretty good, but have had two. Be careful you don't become what I call a walking. I'm not a walking pharmacist. Hi, Miss. Nice to see you. Hi, Taco Bun. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing okay. But anyway, so like I will refuse blood thinners, and if I do die because my blood's too thick and I die, then that's how I die. I don't want to be all freaked out, and I don't know. I really am at that point where I just don't bother me. Yeah, see, I don't take baby aspirins because I don't want my blood to be so thin. Hi, Scott. I have some good friends in Palm Springs. Really, very close friends. Chris, nice to see you. Worry about my little pug, spoiled dog. Where would he go? That's the same how I feel about Lily. She's precious. And Miss Doctor sometimes prescribe me medicine, but I take at my own discretion. Meanwhile, I will, or maybe I will not. Oh, I've had bottles of medicine given to me, and I like, what's this for? This is for your sinuses. And then I read all the side effects, and I think to myself, nah, no thanks. I don't even know what it is. I don't take it, but I do take some pills every day, and have my little. Matter of fact, it's so often another week. Have you ever noticed about when you're doing your pills? that the weeks become shorter. All of a sudden, you're doing your pills again. I mean, weeks are going fast. And I want to be grateful that I've had weeks to go fast. So I guess what I'm getting out of this evening is not that we live in fear, and I mean it's normal to have fears when you're getting older. If you're fortunate enough to have family, children, grandkids, brothers, sisters, whatever, if you're old enough, if you have that, it's not as scary. I don't have really any family, and it's like I've talked about it before. I feel like I'm a senior orphan. I just have me. Two small bowel blockages this year due to a scar tissue years ago. Oh wow. Oh, God bless you guys. Yeah, I have to like look at the pill, look it up. And I know I'm sometimes my own doctor. Years get shorter and shorter. It's like I just notice I have to do the pills again, and it's like, wow, that went fast. Well, it's Wednesday already. Next thing you know, I'll be Sunday. I'm working. I'm a senior orphan too, JJ, and it is really a thing. I don't think that our society and our government and our people really recognize that part of society, of the people that are older, have no children or any family left, and are on their own, and there's no support system. There's no advocate to make sure that the doctor's not overdoing your medication. You have to be your own doctor nowadays. I agree, Judy. I really am. I know the doctors don't like me because I don't like to do stuff. Like they're like, go have a stress test. No thanks. I don't want to go stress my heart out. I don't want you to put medication in my heart and see how blocked it is. Because I think it's probably blocked like anybody else in their early 70s. Hi, Doug. Thank you, Doug. We're just kind of talking today about, fears that we have as we get older. It's not like fear of flying. It's not a fear of diving off of diving. It's a fear of what is ahead for older people. When you're on your own, you live in a spot. I've got, I don't know. There's nobody going to come over here and make me a slide off or a place to, get up the stairs. No one's going to, and I don't have the money. You can always hire people, really. And I have stuff I want to do. I'm going to have to hire somebody to help me empty my storage shed because I don't have the energy. That's the old way of thinking, miss. Now, what do doctors do? Like Jim's another thing. I'm going to bring Jim up. I hope I know he wouldn't mind. So Jim and I have the same doctor. We go to the same little clinic for our regular Jeep general doctor. Okay, Jim didn't feel good and he called 911. They took him to the hospital, which is not necessarily where I don't even know if our doctor goes to the hospital because I said to him, I wonder if our doctor knows that you're in the hospital. Oh, I don't, and I'm thinking, does somebody call the doctor? Is he going to come and see his? No, he doesn't come see you in the hospital. They're not like old doctors. This doctor, all he does is give pills. That's really, or order tests. He can't do anything else. That's crazy. Yeah, Dee Dee, and you have to pay. I mean, people aren't going to move my shed stuff for anything. I got to pay them, and I will when it's a little cooler. I want to rearrange things because I can't do my artwork unless I have space, and I have a lot of stuff that I need to put into the storage shed, and a couple things to pull out of the storage shed and up the stairs. It's hard for me. Dolls and pugs. I have to go to a pulmonary doctor, but I don't want to hear about what stage I am in. Don't tell me. I don't want to. I don't want any tests. I do not want to know. I can relate to not wanting to know. And somebody else might say, well, you should know. If you find out early, you can live longer. Um, Primary doctors don't go to the hospitals. No, they don't. So what does that mean? So you got your regular doctor who's giving you all your pills and checks your blood pressure has nothing to do with anything. Nowadays, there's hospitalists, doctors that only stay at hospitals to handle that part for other doctors. I guess I work with lots of great doctors, and a lot of them say you know your body if you ask for a second opinion, and the doctor gets mad, then that's not the right doctor. Hey, Green Jay, that's Jim, everybody. I've been talking about what you went through. Makes me have fears of what, God forbid, could happen anytime to anybody. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, Jim. Glad you made it. Your sister's very nice, Jim. She really is. I hope she's here long enough. Welcome, Miss Esley 13. Yeah, Jim, everybody's asking me about you. Self-care is the way, and I do know what I have to do. Is it that easy to lose weight? No, it's not. Liz says all your details are now on computer, and the hospital can look it up. Can they? Primary doctors don't do much these days. You have to continually have to tell them what you need and follow up yourself. Yeah, they wanted to send you to a specialist. Hi, Scott. Enjoy your life. Eat leafy greens, lean proteins, and get your steps in. Yes, that is the key. And getting the steps in is not easy for me. In 100 degrees, and I'll give that as it's an excuse, but it's a good one. 100 degrees. Am I going to go walk around the block? I can't. Doctors aren't even in the ER anymore. But yeah, they're all doctors. The nurse practitioners are like your doctor. Name and address goes in the computer, and you just look up what meds. Isn't there a law, Judy? That what's the name of that law? The one that the doctors nobody can get your medical. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to take Ozempic. I did take Ozempic for a month. I don't want to take anything man-made. Just about. All I know is, you know, HIPAA, the HIPAA law. She says there's no law. Anyway, hi Margie. Yeah, we have to just sort of take care of ourselves, and we all know what healthy is. Okay, I don't know how it works. I really don't. But it's good that they can see what pills you're on and not overdose you. Oh God, fear. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. But that's baloney. When you get older. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So, but a hospital can get you sign a release or whatever. Everybody's got stuff like that's terrible, dolls. I'm knocking on wood that I'm still able to walk up the stairs, but I got to pull myself up sometimes. Hi, Connie. It's real tough. Sometimes you go through it. I saw Jim. Like Jim, I was saying, I saw that you called 911. Next thing you know, you don't have access to your stuff, and you're out of control completely, taking whatever medication they were giving you. You don't even know what you were taking, and I don't. That's a horrible feeling. Some of us can trust in God and feel good, and that's all they need, but it's not enough for me. Well, yes, too, dog mom. That's the thing. You have to be your own advocate. But if you're unable to be your own advocate because you're sick or going through some trauma, someone's got to help you, and there's nobody there. Yeah, I've seen those, Judy. Yes, I have. Actually, there's one in the office, something like that. I guess that would be good for a while pedaling. They do, yeah. Well, you're moving, yes. I'd love to get a bicycle with, a three wheeler so that I don't fall on my butt because I would enjoy riding a bike around here, especially when it's cooler. Yes, Kat says we know what we can do and we don't always do it. No, we don't. Trying to figure it out as best as I can. When I was rushed to the hospital, they sent me home with a prescription. I could not fill it. My dog was left alone for 6 hours. That's the freaky part. I couldn't relax. My dogs are incentive to move. Yeah, yeah. She wants to go out every day. Yes, and then you see that it's all messed up. There's so many terrible stories that come out of there. Oh, I don't have that many medical details, Liz, but you could. Yes, you can wear a thing around your neck too. Hey, Beverly, I just had a short hospital with vertigo. They did an MRI, CAT scan, etc., and ruled out a stroke. I think it is my ears. I do have a son close to help me. Well, that's good. Yeah, vertigo is an awful feeling. But that's what they do. They put you through all the tests because that's all they can do is test you. Yeah, and you can be like a pincushion. I don't know. I kind of when I die, I just want to go fast. I just don't. I don't really want to be, you know, nobody does. But I mean, I really don't want to be stuck in a hospital all by myself or a nursing home that's horrible because I'm poor. You know. So anyway, I'm just trying not to think about it. So that's the thing. And how do you face your fears? You talk about it, and then you get over it, and you live your life the best you can. You become aware how fragile life is. JJ, I was in the ER of a hospital recently. Had to stay overnight, all alone, and they treated me like an old lady. When I feel good, I'm a source to reckon with. Yeah, when you're not feeling good, then you need someone to help you feel better, and understand. Two dog mom. I try not to think further than today. I know I live kind of like that myself, but then when I see something happen, it kind of wakes me up. Hi, Terry. Hi, I'm by myself also. Had to go to the hospital. My neighbor has the key to my house. She took care of my dog. You're fortunate that you had someone that you trusted, Terry. Nestle, if we don't move our body, we lose our body. Right. We all know that. We all know that. I mean, I'm trying to keep myself moving, but my feet are numb sometimes, and I have to be very careful. And I will have as many excuses as you probably have time to tell me how good you're doing. I'm glad you're doing well. Really. It's not easy for everybody. Judy said I had vertigo terrible, and it turned out that it was an inner ear infection. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of times, inner ear. My cat is so spoiled he would be lost without me. That's how I feel, Callie Cat. Is Lily is, I mean, I make her chicken and I cut her up pieces of meat. I mean, I literally go to the butcher and buy the special bistek, which is just chopped up meat, and I make it with vegetables, and I give her the best kind of stuff that I can buy her, and nobody's gonna do that, right? Do I believe that we all have a predestined time for our demise? No. Hi, Roseanne. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe, but I don't believe that. I think we just depends on how we treat our bodies and how lucky we are, and DNA. How you doing, Roseanne? Welcome. Yeah, homemade food. She doesn't. She does have like some dog cookies. I give her. She does have hard crunchies, which I fill a little bowl next to her water, and she's really hungry. She'll eat it. Dalton says if anything happens to me, and she goes to somebody that gives her dog food, that she'll be so hungry she'll eat anything. Well, I don't know. He says that this is kind of funny. We're talking about this kind of stuff lately, and I don't know how old he is, but I know he's Social Security age. Um, and he said if he was to fall down and die in his house, he thinks his dog would get so hungry that the dog would eat him. What do you guys think? He says Lily would eat me if I fell down. She would never eat me. It was weird. I think when God calls us home, we're home. Yeah. Yes, sell by date. I need to go. Oh, okay, Butterbean. Have a good rest of your night, sweetie. See you soon. Saturday. I'm back here. I hope you can come back. Isn't that gross? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A lot of it is our DNA too. What our families. I don't know about all my grandparents, but yeah. Your three dogs would starve. I know. I don't know why he would think his dog would eat him. Roseanne, doing better. Finally got my AC fixed. Yay, after 3 weeks. Oh, no. And Modesto's the valley, so you get some heat there. I got my nails done. I didn't do my feet, but I did change my nails. Pretty color. Thanks. I like it a lot. I've been kind of going with light colors for summer, but I'm starting to think autumn. Next time it's going to be a browner color. Generics, lifestyle, outlook. I think those three things are very important. We all need a health coach. Thank you. I picked it. Oh, going to get my nails done is another thing I could rant about. I go to this place because I do like what my nails look like. I mean, I do like it. Plus, the lady that does my feet when I get my feet, she speaks good English. She's a Mexican lady. Where normally they don't speak to you at all. This guy does not speak to me. He takes my hand. Now I don't have any flexible. You know how sometimes your fingers bend, you know, like bend. Mine don't. Mine are straight. There is no bend to them, none. And he would be like trying to get me to like twisting my hand. And oh, I almost told him off. I almost this close. And the lady that does my feet was sitting next, just taking a break. And I looked at her, and I was like, she says, he's like that with everybody. I'm like, oh my God. Not even a courtesy. Nothing. Ugh. Thanks, Brenda. What color were you wearing Saturday? It was pretty light. Yeah, it was like orchid, which I have on my toes. Light orchid. He's just like, he's doing his thing, and my fingers aren't like as good as where you want. Oh yeah, and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything. Okay, good night, Sharon. If you get yelled, yeah, pick a color. That's the first thing they say is, pick a color. Dee Dee, I gave him $5 because he does a good job. I shouldn't give him shit, but you know what? He does my nails. I don't want him to. I don't want him to hate me. They're like, you've never had your nails done, but you're a no nonsense girl, Margie. My goodness. Well, for a long time I didn't get my nails done, but I had them. I took a break for a few years, but gosh, it's one of the only things that I really. If you've never had your nails done ever, just a manicure, you should treat yourself. These are acrylic. Now, my own nails are underneath. They're as long as these nails. I do. I grin and bear it. I wore acrylics and then I stopped. And then I did dip. And then I lived in West Texas. It was too much of a hassle to go get my nails done. Stopped. And then when I got here now, they're everywhere. So, yes, I'm splurging. Why not? Because I don't have nice fingernails. I really don't. What other things do you guys do to make yourself feel better? Let's end it on a happier note. Oh, that's a bummer, Connie. I always had very strong nails that grew beautifully. Now they are thin and horrible. My nails are very thin. They break. If they get a little long, I don't bite them, but they get long and they break. Okay, Callie Cat likes to go to the casinos to have a little fun. That's nice. I enjoy that. I wish there was a little casino here and there, but there isn't any, which I don't have the money, but so what? Get my hair done. Get your hair done. Yes. Have a cream cake. I eat ice cream and makes me happy. Two Dog Mom uses press-on nails. Man, they would flip right off. I am rough on my fingers. Oh yes, if you before you leave, make sure you give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps. I didn't start getting my nails done either, Ms. I think I started like in my 40s. I think I had my first pedicure. Okay, Roseanne says bowling with friends. Things you do to make you feel good. Doing my nails makes me feel good. Getting my hair cut when I need it also makes me feel good. I know what really makes me feel good. Lipstick. I'm a lipstick person. I'm a feminine woman. Connie said I do my nails, do my own hair, put makeup on for no reason, dress up, take myself out. That's nice. Sometimes spend $20 at the casino. I would do the same thing, and I'd love to go with you, Connie. Jeff and I enjoy the casino from time to time. You need ideas. Yeah, well, casino, I don't have one near me. But I do love like playing games. One of the things that Dalton and I do on Second Life is I play hand and foot. Every day we play as team. We play a team. We play Ludo on Tuesdays, which is like kind of part cheesy with other people. Um, we play all kind on a roll, which is a really good game. So every day I do play games more than you think. I mean, we sit there at a game table that he owns, and we play games and listen to music. And yeah, I always like to have lipstick on. I don't always wear makeup, but I almost always, after I wash my face, I use this, which I'm running low on. Herbel. It's the best. This stuff comes out. It comes out white, but it goes on and it just kind of goes into skin color. But I don't always get makeup on, but I like usually for my live streams, I'll put a little eye makeup on it, But I always wear lipstick. I mean, I swear to God, I could get out of bed, brush my teeth, take Lily out with the only thing I have on is lipstick. I know it's crazy. You love playing games, yard, video cards. I do too. Love to Zen paint. I've never done Zen paint, but I bet I like it. Love going tubing, and I love to take off and travel. That's another thing I love, but I don't have a lot of energy or money for it, is travel. I have a dear friend that's in Oregon, and I'd love to go visit her. But I checked the price of round trip tickets, and it's more than I can handle. I guess right now I'm in a kind of a lull. Lipstick changes your world. I love my lipstick. Let me show you what I have just here. And I use them all. I have some that's, in a lipstick box, but generally speaking, I have like, just sitting here. I like spending money, but, Roseanne, the block I live on, we have once a month event block party. That's nice. Next one is Luau. Where do you live, Roseanne? What area? Go to the movies and restaurant. Yeah, block party would be fun. We have stuff all winter in the clubhouse. We get real busy here. Right now, there's nothing going on, and I don't do potluck. I haven't got an oomph to do really anything. But as the winter comes, there's so many people. We have, I don't know if you were here last winter with me on my channel, but I showed we have live entertainment and people are having fun. Well, that sounds interesting, Connie. Team trivia. That's a fun thing to do for a little fun. Yeah, we got to have some fun. I mean, the older I get, too, the less, I just don't really have a lot of energy. So I have to think twice on what I want to do. And if it's nighttime, I really don't want to drive. So I'm kind of limited. You get limited as you get older. It's really crazy. I remember being young and driving at 2 a.m, going to friends and staying. Yeah, in the winter, it's busy here. And I work Sunday and Monday here now. Nobody's checking in. Very, very few. Nobody's checking out. I would love to go to bingo. Nobody wants to go to bingo with me. But it is expensive. Man, bingo's not like it used to be. You go to bingo, you're going to spend minimum $50. Really way more than that if you really want to do it. Hi, Ron. Welcome. Temple, Texas. Well, Ron, I'm in South Texas I'm in Palmview, which is near Mission, Texas. So that's cool. How far is Temple, Texas from Mission, Texas? Anyway, yeah, there's bingo around, but it's nighttime bingo, and I really would like to go with somebody that would drive. Now, in the winter, I'll probably be able to go anytime I want. 136 miles away. Well, in Texas, that's almost neighbors. You play bingo online? Good bingo? What's the name of the company that you play bingo with, Judy? Isn't that true, though, Ron? You tune into Pop on my channel. Oh, I'm so glad. I have a huge playlist. And really, this is the first summer in the year that I'm really not doing anything. But usually, I mean, I've got travel videos and I've got just life in West Texas and gardening and RVs. So yeah, check out my playlist, and that'll help me to make some money because the more views, the better. You know, Microsoft bingo games. Is it real bingo for real money? Casino's about 80 miles away. When I lived in West Texas, where Kathy and Mark live, that's out in near Abilene, Knox City. We were about an hour and 10 minutes from Oklahoma and casinos. I went twice. No money. Oh, well, what do you win? Nothing. Nothing better than winning a jackpot, but it doesn't happen very often. I've had fun tonight talking. I mean, I'm really happy to get some of that fear out because all it is it's words. We're living it. We're thinking about it. As you get older, you do think about things differently. Yeah, bingo here is not cheap. A matter of fact, I think to get all the games and it's like about $45, and then they got the tear offs, those things that it's a lot. 3 miles, that's close. Susan likes to play Scrabble and Rummy Cube. I would like that too. I'm south of Waco, about 30 miles. I kind of know the area. I have a good friend, well, Amanda, who's not here tonight, I guess. Um, she lives out that way. Well, a little further, but it's fear the unknown. Yeah, that would be a little close, wouldn't it, Margie? 3 miles. Margie, you and I could get in trouble if there was a casino 3 miles away. I do enjoy it. I would have a problem probably. But anyway, autumn's coming, and we start getting people back here in October, and it starts to pick up. And I have been really like quiet, more than normal. I just haven't felt like doing a whole lot. And what am I going to do? Now there is a movie that I want to see. Hello, Barton's RVing. Welcome. Finally saw a movie that it doesn't open till September. And I think Bonnie, the lady that does my hair, we're going to go see the new Beetlejuice because I love Beetlejuice. That's a fun movie. That should be fun. I haven't been to movies in a long time. Now I do enjoy a good documentary and a good movie, and I love Big Brother. I love Survivor. I love The Amazing Race. So instead of I can tell you all the good things. I don't like talking about fear, but it is part of our lives. And, you know, Jeff and I got a $1,240 hand pay. Whoa, that's a thrill. Margie, that's really great. Congrats. My husband and I went one day to, this is years ago now, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe in Tampa. And he was going to park the car. And I said, I'll meet you on the aisle. We had a place that, where there's an aisle from the parking coming in. And I sat down with $10, put it in a machine, and I won 100 free spins. And there were people around during the 100 spins. 5,600. Oh my God. Congratulations. I won out of the 100 spins over 1,200. I had to go get, it's a hand pay. Yes. So I know the feeling. It was so fantastic. And by the time Mark parked the car and came back, he was there just to see all the excitement around my slot machine. That was so much fun. I sure would love to do that again. The closest, do you guys remember when I went to, I was invited. I know I did videos. Can't think of where it was. That the place in Oklahoma that's got like multiple, like there's New York and Spain and there's, Chicago. I mean, there's different, can't think of the name of this place, but anyway, it's in Oklahoma. Pretty famous. I spent the night and went there with a couple that I met from online, from my channel. Most you ever won is $20. Went in with 80. Hey, you're a winner when you come out with more than you went in with, right? WinStar. Thank you, Pamela. That was exactly the place. WinStar Casino. It's now farther for me because I'm so south. But yeah, that was fun. Spent the night, nice hotel room. They got free hotels. They're regulars. I only went there once. God. Well, you guys, it's been really fun. I've enjoyed today's talk. You went over 1,000 at the WinStar? So you know where I'm talking about, Ron. I'd love to go again. Thank you so much for coming in. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell. I go live on Saturdays and on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will be putting out a video soon, like this week. Lately, videos are a little bit slow, but I got some. You don't have to watch TV these days. All you need is YouTube. It's always fun. I'm really glad that we got to discuss things. And then at the end, think about things that make us happy. Do as much as you can to be happy, right? You're so welcome. I always love to see you, Margie. I know you got, if you're not subscribed to Margie's channel, RV Ashes in April, she's on the road with her husband. They travel most of the year. So check it out. See you on Saturday. Mwah. Peace out, friends. Thanks for being here.